Hey there, happy Red Shirt Friday and welcome again. I'm so excited. I have lots of information for you, so I'm gonna try to be super quick because I gotta also get ready for Mom's birthday party. So, we have quite a few fundraisers for the post, and last year we built it, and now we have to raise some money to afford some of the items for them. So, the screened-in patio is phase 2, and we'd like to get that kind of going. So one of the fundraisers that we're going to be doing is on February 15th. We're going to have kind of like a Valentine's Day weekend. Now, it is a little bit limited for the dinners, but we have dinner from 4 to 6. It's going to be chicken parmesan and pasta, salad, bread, and desserts. $13 per person or $25 a couple. Dinner tickets are available now for purchase, so if you want to support us by buying a dinner and then maybe picking it up later, be happy to coordinate that with you. Music will be Patrick Toby? He's going to be there from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. and then we're going to have raffles. We're going to have 50-50. And all of the proceeds for the February 15th fundraiser is going to be for adding on the screen porch. So if you come to the post, the front door on the left-hand side, there's a couple of picnic tables there. That's going to be where we're going to screen it in. We've got 2 bids from 2 local vendors, and so if you guys can please help support us. We do have to raise a good chunk of change to be able to get that screened in, because remember, it's not your typical home screen. It is a screen for the post, and that's also going to be y'all's smoking area. So for those that still decide that they want to smoke outside, but we're going to make it nice. So like I said, dinner 4 to 6. If you can't make it but would like to buy dinner, or would you like to support, or maybe get some tickets for the raffle prizes, and if you haven't been to the American Legion yet and you're not a member and can be, come on out and use this as a way to check out the new area. We can have meetings there. We have events we're going to be starting to plan, and then just it's a super awesome building, and I just want to see y'all out there. So let me know if you're going to come out there. We're going to be out there for the day. So dinner 4 to 6, and it's a fundraiser, so be prepared to have fun. And be responsible, because we are going to have adult beverages. So, January 25th, the Sea Cadets Green Swamp Ride is going to be. Now, this money here is going to be raised for the Sea Cadets themselves here. So they are our Claremont group. So we got 8:30 a.m. Registration and pancake breakfast and a couple things. We do need some volunteers because we really do not want the Sea Cadets in the kitchen by themselves. It's a brand new kitchen. Please help. And now this is going to the Claremont Battalion Sea Cadets, okay? And the registration kickstands up is 10 o'clock. You're going to go for a loop around the Green Swamp. It's about a 100-mile ride. I hear it's going to be absolutely beautiful. Paul Fogel, one of the riders, has already mapped out the ride. There is going to be a stop in between, and then once we get back from the ride, we're going to have lunch, raffle prizes, I think a 50-50 in tickets. So come on out and support the Sea Cadets. If you don't ride motorcycles, it's okay, no problem. If you want to still come support, I believe the tickets are $15 for rider and $15 for passenger. Now remember, all the proceeds for this are going to our Sea Cadets. And if you were at the Wreaths Across America last year in December, doesn't that sound like far, far away, last year? They were the ones that presented the colors during the presentation ceremony. So if you want to check out what is it that they do, visit them on ClaremontBattalion.com and just come out and just say hello, support them, and it would just be really cool. And like I said, we will be registering at 8:30 with breakfast, and kickstands up at 10. So I was thinking about helping with breakfast, but now I think I'm gonna go on the ride because that just sounds pretty. So who's gonna join me? Let's see what else we got, y'all. ABC School for the auxiliary. I can't say the ladies anymore, so ABC school will be in Sanford at unit 53. So come on out. You're able to, if you're a brand new auxiliary member, this is a great time to come out. And even if you've been in it for a while and you just want to kind of learn the protocols a little bit better, see if there's any changes, like it used to be called the Ladies Auxiliary. Why is it not called the Ladies Auxiliary anymore? Let's find out. So the ABCs, you come out, you learn who we are, what the protocol is, what kind of programs we have. We have so many programs, and they're wrapped around veterans, homelessness, children and families that are veterans, our community, our schools. So just come on out, learn, and see what we're doing. And then you can also see the duties and the members. I went to, I think, one ABC school, and I'm thinking about going to this one. So there's also there was another fundraiser. We're starting bingo for the American Legion Post, and it is open to the public. However, you have to sign in. And so if you know what members invited you, come on out. It's Thursday, I believe, from 6 to 8. And right now we're doing the smaller bingo version just because we're still trying to get it all kind of figured out. And we need volunteers. Anytime we do something at the post, it takes a lot of time and effort. So if you can volunteer just a couple of hours, plus you get to learn, you sit around and just have a conversation with some of these veterans. They've been here for a long time. They know, and the history that you get to hear from them is just amazing. Just come on out, have a chat, adult beverage if you want. Now, on January 30th, we have the National Commander that's going to be visiting us from 11 to 12. And, oh, here it is, February 2nd at 4 p.m. We're going to have a Super Bowl party. Again, volunteers are needed, so come on and join us. Bring a dish and appetizer. We're going to have some door prizes and probably a 50-50. I'm not sure yet. And then February 15th, we've got the department president, Ann King Smith. She's going to come visit us. Our building and our history, if you're just listening now, our building burnt down and there was nothing left. And it's taken us 4 years to be able to get everything going, get it reorganized, structured, and we're trying to rise out from the ashes. And we have this phenomenal new building. It is old school veteran building with new school technology. I mean, y'all could sit up at the bar, plug in your cell phone, hang your purse, USB, or plug in, y'all. It's absolutely beautiful. There's a few people that are trying to bring us some history items. Please, we'd absolutely love it. My friend painted a poppy. We had another unit paint poppies and photos, and I got the bell because that was also damaged, and the bell is part of the ceremony. So it's a lot of things that are out here. So if you've have something, or you want to talk to somebody about the history of the area or the veteran organization, there's no other better place. Come on down in Claremont there. And then, you know, of course, I think I've already mentioned the February 15th, the dinner. So sign-up sheets are available. We can't do this alone. We do need your help. It takes a lot for us to be able to get something together because everything you need at least 3 people for each. So like just take bingo for instance. Unfortunately, if you're not a member, you cannot play some of our certain games. If you want to be a member, come on down, fill out the applications. Right now we're looking at our 2020 memberships, and I believe it's only $35. So if you are a veteran, your first year is covered for free. So that gives you a whole year to test it out and check it out. And for those of you that are interested in a board position, I am looking forward to the past president parlay position. I've been your president since 2018, and so we're going to be looking for a nominating committee by next month because nominations must start in March. So if you're interested in a board position, or maybe that's not you yet, but you'd like to join a committee and see what it is that we're doing, we're more than just drinking at a bar, people. Please don't have that mentality. There's so many good things that we do out there. And now that we have our building, we have a location for people to come out and meet us, and so they can see that we are still here. Just because our building burnt down doesn't mean that we weren't doing anything for the veterans. But now we have a home and we can bring the veterans there and we can do more things. So I look forward to being able to meet y'all at some of these events. I've been a very active president. This is one of the videos. This is one of the reasons why we actually started it, to try to get some information out there. People thought that we weren't doing anything because we didn't have a building. And remember, it's kind of like saying church is a building. Church is two people or more that get together and then just love on others. So that's what we're trying to do, and we're trying to share that for you. Now, I know I've been rambling like super fast because I wanted to be able to get as much information out there. Remember, I was trying to cut down some of the times. So we're going to touch on a little bit of my company just for a split second. All of y'all that bought a house in 2019, the veterans, just because you bought a house using your VA loan, please remember you still have to file for homestead. You still have to submit your paperwork and to show that if you have a disability, and if you have 100% disability, you don't pay property taxes on that, but you still have to file. If you need help filing or you have some questions, send me a message. I'd be happy to help you. I just helped several veterans last weekend. They didn't know about the homestead. They had just bought new construction. They thought that automatically everything went in place, and they didn't. So I brought them the paperwork. Right now I've got about 30-40 packages getting ready to hit the mail, and they all talk about homestead. So if your home that you bought in 2019 is your primary residence, and that's where you're going to call home for at least 6 months out of the year, you can file homestead and save money on your taxes, okay? New construction, it's very important. If your house was completed and built in 2019, file for homestead before March 1st, because your taxes for 2020 are going to be about, I don't know, say $700. But 2021, you're going to get smacked with reality. I'm sorry. And the tax man is going to cometh and say, give me the money, and you're going to forget that you had homestead. So please do it now, because 2019 you built and closed, 2020 you filed for homestead, and then 2021 you'll actually get your homestead. So I've had family members that, clients and customers that I just met and chat with, and I looked at their taxes and they're like, no, we didn't know about homestead, so I'm going to try to get this. And y'all need to show your Florida ID, maybe your Florida auto tag registration or your Florida voter registration card. You have to show proof of residency. So these packages that I just mentioned that I'm mailing out, it has a copy of your HUD or CD, your closing disclosure statement. If you don't have your package of information for homestead and you'd like one of these packages for you, please let me know. I'd be happy to help. Now, some of y'all watching this are from out of state. I'm talking about Florida homestead, okay? And I would be happy to, I can even email you the checklist and directions. Some of y'all can do it online, but with the veterans, if you have your veteran benefits, I think you actually have to show up in person with your proof. So if you have questions, let me know. But please, 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 I'm going to mention this until March 1st because your deadline is March 1st. So get all that in there now. If you can do it now, do it now. If you need your package of information and you can't find it, give me a call and I'll be happy to try to help you. Now, I think most of y'all know that I am in real estate, and I do real estate. I help people figure out what to do as far as credit, and do they want to buy or do they want to rent. And then one of my programs that I have been a member of for over 10 years is Homes for Heroes. Now, as a Homes for Heroes broker, when you use my company and you are a veteran, you are you're in law enforcement, you're in healthcare, you're in education. I love my teachers. Mom's a retired teacher. If you are clergy, because my pastors, they save me on Sundays, you guys get a special grant. We'll call it a grant, but you don't have to pay it back. So firefighters, law enforcement, military, healthcare, educators, we give you money on top of whatever benefits that you have. So if a veteran, you don't have to pay a down payment, but you need closing costs. Let me help you with your closing costs. So last year alone, our company, we didn't hit our goal. I wanted to give away $50,000, so I gave away $26,000. So $26,000 went to you to be able to purchase a house. Now, that would break down to maybe about anywhere from $1,500 to $3,500. So if I gave you a $3,500 check, you could buy appliances, you can get paint, you can do anything that you want to your house. Moving expenses, woo! Try to move, it costs a lot of money. And it's not just pizza and beer, because, you know, some of your friends, if they hear you saying, hey, I need help with a U-Haul, they got plans. And it's not moving boxes. So now, a proud moment for me, I was a member since 2010. Our company, Skates Realty, has given back to our Lake and Orange community over $150,000. I had to add that up twice. I was amazed. My little company in your little community gave back that much money. And we don't always post it because some of our clients are a little bit private, but they are able to use these funds and buy properties and save money. And then on top of that, we did donations to the Homes for Heroes Foundation. And I'm going to post a little bit about what we did in 2019, but we gave away, I think, in a total of $50,000 worth of nonprofit grants to different places. So I'm going to try to get that information for you next time. But it is amazing what we're able to do. I mean, Skates Realty, we've got veterans in our family, and I'm an American Legion member, and not only do I just go, I'm also a president, and I'm part of several of our community events that we do through the American Legion. So it's not just about writing a check. Sometimes it's about showing up and helping out. So I'm really super excited. I have some new partnerships and some new ideas to be able to help get out even more money this year. So if you know somebody that's kind of interested and they're in one of those categories, I would love to be able to to help. Now, there are a lot of really good realtors out there, and if you choose me as to interview, I would just be honored to be able to have the chance, or even just talk to you and teach you about what you need to look for, especially with new construction or a resale. And if you want to use it as investments, you're allowed to do that too. I'd be happy to help. So that is my small plug for my company, because sometimes I don't tell people, and then I get other people telling me, why didn't you tell me? So I'm going to try this year. I'm going to be much better at sharing this year. So we always end it with what's the day? So today is Save the Eagles Day. Now, it kind of started, I guess, with a way to save a specific pair of bald eagles, and they were raising money and awareness for them. And then after that, it just kind of grew into, I don't know, just kind of like a Save the Eagles Day, just so people can know in the history. And it started out in New Jersey in 2015, just to try to save one pair, and then they were able to continue to save money, and now we have a day just for them. So I'm going to post that on there. The other thing is National Cut Your Energy Costs Day. Now, right now, with the weather the way it's been absolutely glorious, so you can go ahead and save some money there. You can do different things. The biggest thing that people forget, if your dryer lint trap goes up the house instead of out through the garage to the side, y'all need to get that cleaned quickly. I've had 3 houses last year where they didn't know, and their dryer was kind of acting funny, and I said, hey, when was the last time you cleaned it? Now, they thought it was a lint trap inside the dryer. No, sir, and ma'am, it is straight up on the roof. So get that cleaned out. We had 2 of them that bursted. They were so compacted, and that's wasting energy right there. But turn the lights off if you're not using them. You can use solar heat. A lot of people are trying to use solar heat. Weatherproof your home. Check all the windows and the doors and see if there's anything air leaking out. It's kind of like when Mama says, stop air conditioning the garage, shut the door. run the dishwasher and washing machine only when it's fully loaded. So just little things like that. And I'll go ahead and post that. Now tomorrow is an adorable day. I'm just going to say it's for me. Tomorrow is Kiss a Ginger Day. So now red hair is just a recessive gene, and it requires like 2 copies of itself to present it. Like in my family, and there is a 1 in 4% chance of somebody having a redhead child. And so like in my family, they're all the darker skin, the lighter eyes, dark black hair, and then there's me, the little redhead. Yes, we're a little known to be a little firecracker. We do look amazing, and then we burn like a red lobster. Less than 2% of us are redheads, and now, if you didn't know this, a majority of the redheads are left-handed. It's kind of different. So it's just kind of like it's just a sweet thing. Just kiss a ginger day, but be careful. Watch who you're kissing. And then finally, tomorrow is National Human Trafficking Awareness Day. Now, I'm not sure if y'all remember, but our group and one of my agents, Ron Pavlaka, he is a member of CFSI, and that stands for the Center for Search and Investigations. Now, they are a nonprofit. They are a 501c3 nonprofit, but they're a little bit different. They don't ask for money. They ask for volunteers. They have a burn unit and they have an urban unit, and they basically stand for a motorcycle group and truckers group. So what happens during when there is a missing child, several of the groups get together, and so if you ever see something on our page or Ron's page and you have a little logo, and I'm going to post it, the CFSI logo, please know that those are for real, those are serious, and they are trying to help others find their families. Now, just real quick, 1,854, that's the number of families that the volunteer teams have assisted. Now, 0 is the amount of money accepted in donations. Because remember, this is more about people working together and finding children. Now, the staff are all staff members, are all volunteers, and they put in hours and hours and hours of work, whether it's making phone calls, flyers, passing out the information on emails and websites and Facebook and all kinds of social media. And there's board directors, there's officers, and the founder. Now, salaries, I bet you want to know how much they make, right? 0. 0 salary is what they have. Everyone is a volunteer. So even the items that are printed and purchased, they're all donated or self-paid for. They've made history. They have found a lot of people. They work together with law enforcement. They were here. They come here almost every other year, and we do kind of like a meet and greet, so you can meet them and you get to see parents who were able to have the lucky ones where they were able to get their children found. There are different groups that you can join, but in 2010 there was a presidential proclamation, and each January was designated for National Slavery and Human Trafficking Prevention. You have to be careful. A lot of people just think it's on TV or it's overseas. No, it happens especially here in like a lot of like Florida. We have the cruise ships, we have the boats, we have trains, and there's so many ways to come in and out, and you just gotta be careful. So I'm gonna post some information about that. There's one group that in 2019, it looks like they reached over 25,000 people. So there's a lot of different things that you can. So hopefully if you can join one of these things or at least learn and get involved and share, that'd be super great. I'm trying to think. I think I have gotten everything out to y'all. I'm going to continue to let people know that I have Yeti tickets. $20 for one and $6 for 100. We're having a special, and it's going to be a full Yeti. So if you need some tickets, let me know. I have them. Y'all, it has been a beautiful week. It has been a glorious day. I'm looking forward to the weekend. Because it's beautiful, please be careful. Look twice, save a life. Remember, motorcycles, we can't stop on a dime, especially if there's dirt on the road. Please, I know there's just nothing that we can do. Be very careful. Give us some time and just slow down. Enjoy. It's lovely out there. Besides, you're not allowed to be on your phones anyways. You're supposed to be driving safely and looking twice. Save a life. Y'all have a great weekend. God bless. Always a pleasure and an honor to be your president at doing these red shirt videos. Have a great weekend. Bye.